Success can sabotage future decisions. It sounds backward, right? But sometimes, your greatest triumphs are the very things setting you up for future failures. The sweetness of victory has a bitter aftertaste. Success isn't always what it seems. It can blind you, make you reckless, and lull you into decisions that you'd never make otherwise. Let's unravel why past triumphs can make future choices riskier. Consider this: you're working on a project and your resources are already strained. You're hesitant to back out because of the time, money, and effort already invested. That's when the sunk cost fallacy kicks in. It whispers in your ear, telling you to keep investing to justify those past expenditures. What's more dangerous is that it makes failure seem more disastrous than it actually is. You're caught in a trap where stepping back feels like losing more than stepping forward. Every hesitant step is riskier than the last, and it's the shadow of your previous investments that haunts you. You think you're basing your decision on logic, but it's pure emotional attachment. This is stealing your capacity to analyze and adjust. The pivot. Recognizing sunk costs isn't progress, it's procrastination in disguise. You've heard the stories of billionaires who dropped out of college and wonder if this path is your ticket to success, too. Welcome to survivorship bias. It's that seductive lure of using rare success stories as a blueprint for your life. What you don't see are the countless untold failures that the narrative conveniently omits. Your brain wires itself to see only what made the cut, not the many versions that hit the floor. This bias thrives on your selective memory, making high-risk choices seem like proven strategies. Suddenly, what's actually an outlier rear view appears like the main road. You're not just drawing from a success story, you're limiting yourself to an incomplete picture. And that incomplete portrait can lead you off the map. Confidence is empowering, but overconfidence makes you bet on what you're incapable of handling. Overconfidence bias tricks you into believing in your infallibility after a few wins. It's this peppering of hubris that makes you overlook the factors beyond your control. The risks seem smaller than they are, and the likelihood of success feels magnified. You're driving with blinders on, forgetting that each new scenario comes with its unique set of unknowns. With each successful pitch or blockbuster decision, you ignore the very groundwork that led to success in the first place. Overlooking preparation, due diligence, and sometimes sheer luck. This leads to risky ventures that could have been avoided. Hubris isn't confidence, it's a trapdoor lying in wait. The ace up your sleeve today looks different when you recount it tomorrow. That's hindsight bias at work. A past decision feels obvious after living through its effects, which creates a false narrative about how easy it was. You begin to think you had it all figured out from the start. Reality blurs with fiction. The irony. You think that this knowledge makes you an expert. Hindsight bias gives you faulty training wheels for the future, leading you to approach new situations with a misguided checklist. You aren't preparing for new challenges, you're applying lessons that don't necessarily fit. Each new decision is an opportunity to embrace uncertainty, not hide behind a curtain of certainty. Hindsight tricks you into thinking you've mastered the game when the rules keep changing. The sunk cost fallacy. Next time you're deep into a project, pause. Ask, are you moving forward out of hope or out of habit? Take a step back. An honest risk assessment can save you more than plowing through. To combat survivorship bias, seek out stories of failure in your field. It's not just cautionary, it broadens your understanding of possibilities and pitfalls alike. It tempers unrealistic optimism with a dose of practical reality. On overconfidence, check your ego at the door with every decision. Conduct a pre-mortem, imagine the endeavor failed. Why did it happen? Doing this forces you to highlight what might go awry. The power isn't in the predicted optimal outcome, but in respecting uncertainty. For hindsight, continuously reflect on decisions before outcomes are known. Document them. Put judgment, success, and failure aside. This practice will slowly unveil a deeper understanding of decision dynamics rather than post-rationalized victories. Success is a double-edged sword, but you can sharpen the right side. The true power lies in being aware. Navigating through these biases gives you the steering control for growth that isn't bound by yesterday's victories. Which one do you fall for most?